This time right now is a tribute to the most wonderful parents anyone could have. Richard and Joyce Ballard were married July 12, 1963. As we celebrate your golden 50th year accomplishment, we reflect on the years of our childhoods, the years of growing up, the years of us leaving the Byron Ballard nest, the years of us establishing our own lives, and the later years of us coming full circle. As we do so, we love and appreciate the years of sacrifice, the years of service, the years of unconditional love. We thank you for all the years of being our parents and the best parents and grandparents that God could provide to each of us. But most of all, Dad and Mom, we love and appreciate you. On July 24th, 1964, Brian Richard was born to an excited, young and eager couple who were ready to start their legacy. The legacy was the start of their family, and it would grow in numbers and bring all the joys of life. In the beginning was Brian, and in the beginning brought them so much to be thankful for. With that being said, Brian and Melinda Ballard and family have prepared a short tribute to you, Dad and Mom, and I present to you Brian Richard Ballard and his family.
That was when I was a little kid. In my crib, and my table was off, and I messed it, and it was all over the roof. So since then, I've been handful to them. But it's been great. It's been great there. Some of my memories of not the sun, and then go to pizza. Actually have something. And pray for Ray. Pray for lots of Ray. And Mom. Weeds. But those were the fun times. And I appreciate all that you've done for us. You can say something, Melinda. We've got 3 hours for your part.
I just wanted to thank them for the example. First of all, when I met Brian, I, of course, met his family. Appreciated their love, and especially for the example for the gospel. And I never, I always took it for granted. Then I got these little foster kids, and I worked with little kids that have dysfunctional families. And it just made me really self-thankful. I want for my family, for Brian's family, for the example. And that most of all, that they got the gospel. That they shared it with us. And that for the example that you have.
All right, so I guess the thing I think I remember most growing up and some of the best memories was Grandpa coming over with all the extra food from their catering business that they own. And we got all those chicken and beef kebabs, and those are great. I love those. And I remember going over to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and underneath the stairwell they had there's a little closet full of games, and we used to love those games, and we'd pull them all out and start playing. I think those are some of the best memories that we had, was the time going over to Grandma and Grandpa's. It was something special, and it was fun, and something we didn't get to do all the time. But I think they lived in Kent then, so we weren't too far away, which was pretty fun. But yeah, I guess that's my tribute to that.
Grandma and Grandpa, I'd like to start off by saying I really do appreciate you and love you, and really do appreciate all that you have done for me, especially when I first moved down here to Utah. And I can't thank you enough for all that help and for all the good times that we've had, and especially for growing up through when we were younger, always being there with us, and birthday cards and writing me on my mission. I've really remembered all those memories and all these family reunions, and I love you both very much, and I'd like to thank both of you. And so thank you.
You want to say anything?
I love you, Grandma and Grandpa.
I'm sure if the other boys were here, they'd have plenty to say also. I appreciate all. Thanks again, John. On September 9th, 1965, Tricia Dion joined the family and brought a unique new love to a now growing family. She was such a joy, and their love multiplied by much more than the sum of the parts of the family of now 4. With that being said, Tricia and Aaron Weaver and family have prepared a short tribute. I think part of that tribute will be upstairs, so this is kind of fluid, so sometimes we might have to go upstairs. But I present to you Tricia Dion Weaver and her family.
I want to thank Mom and Dad also for being great examples to all of us, and definitely always showing unconditional love for their children. They were great supporters in everything we did, and motivators, and encouraged us to go above and beyond what sometimes we thought we could. And many times I drew on that, and I've learned a lot of lessons. I specifically remember being afraid of certain things in my life, and Mom would just say, go forward, don't have fear, it'll all work out. When you do what you're supposed to do, it'll all work out. And it has. And I still draw on that today, and it's something that I help teach my children. That just do what you can, do the best you can, be the best you can, and it'll all work out. And it's great. So couple things that I was thinking about, memories-wise, was growing up, we lived in a little tiny house, and to us it was our mansion. We had no idea it was so tiny, but there was so much love there that it was bigger than life, the house. The house didn't matter as far as size to us, it was the love that was within the homes. And some of my favorite memories of growing up was Christmas time, which was probably 2 or 3 weeks, but it seemed like a month, 2 months maybe. And we didn't have a lot of things, but we had each other. And we would play games, and we would go ice skating out on the pond, and eat. That was one thing. Girl, what? As long as we have stuff to eat, that's all we need. And it really was a favorite time because it was just a lot of fun being together as a family. We were each other's best friends and really enjoyed each other. And another thing that I'm so grateful for is the music that they instilled and gave me the opportunity to have in my life, which in turn I've been able to share with my family. And I'm so grateful for that. We'd like to share some music with you, but I'll have the kids kind of get up and say a few things in the meantime. But when we're done, I think, is that okay, Dave?
Yeah, we'll go upstairs, and then I think Michelle's family also has something, so we'll do the next part up there, your part, and then Michelle's part.
Okay. But thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, love you.
Oh, I go. Can you see?
Lucky me. Wow, well, what a ride I've been on.
You know, it's been a great opportunity to be part of such a wonderful, the Ballard family, and how important that was to me, and what it said my patriarchal blessing. I came real close to proposing to somebody else before I met Trish, but then I backed out because it's something that was read in my patriarchal blessing, that I needed to marry within a family that had strong values and strong convictions as much as my family had. And when I met Trish and had the opportunity to meet her parents for the first time, the Spirit bore witness to me that this was the way I needed to be. And so Christmas night, let's see.
89.
89. It was Christmas Eve in our family. You know, I never practiced this at all. And so I proposed to Trish, your firstborn daughter, in front of my family. And what a nerve-wracking thing, but exciting thing that was. And Elizabeth was there to witness the whole thing too. And it was kind of a neat experience. But ever since I found out my love for chocolate again, I felt like I was meant to be here. So I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you being whoever I am to you. We love you. And now my firstborn.
Congratulations. This is a wonderful mark and exciting memories that I have. I always remember one is the smell of Grandma Garth's house and the feeling that I felt there every time we come over. This is our family, when we all get together. It's always a big deal. A couple experiences and things I always remember going fishing with Grandpa. Always remember those experiences. I love being able to go with you. And it's something that you both I appreciate so much from you, your support and encouragement to me always. I love to sing, but Chris and I were talking about this earlier. With anything, it takes a lot of patience and dedication to improve at something. And that was definitely the case with me in singing. And so when I started, all throughout, since I wanted to sing, growing up, every time they come over, wanted to hear me sing. I always go into the front room, and I sing some songs. And, no matter what, no matter if I hit, the whole song is bad notes, or if there's a couple bad notes, I did such a good job, and they encouraged me to keep going. And I've appreciated that, and I can feel that love that they have for each one of us, because all of us hit bad notes and make mistakes in life. And, but for them, they still love us no matter what. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, I'm not very good with words because I typically express myself through music, but I am so grateful for all of the support and love that I feel from you guys. I'm so grateful for any time I have something going on, like a concert or a production. You guys are always there, and I appreciate that so much, to have such a support behind what I do and my passions. Thank you. I am a pansy. Dang it. One of the good memories I have is when me and Grandpa built that swing out in the backyard. It really just meant a lot to me, seeing it whenever I go over. And me and Grandpa built that swing. But I love you guys, and I'm grateful for everything that you guys have done for me. Love you.
To
know as a family how thankful we are for all the blessings we are, that we can be a family.
Michelle was born, and she brought a special spirit to the family. And the completing factor of the big three. With the completion of the big three, your love was multiplied exponentially. Who could have imagined the love, joy, and patience that you are blessed with? With that being said, Michelle Nicholson and family prepared a short tribute for you. Dad and Mom, I present to you Michelle Nicholson and her family.
I'm crybaby too. As I retracted the 25-year reunion book and the memories that we wrote down in there, I can still do the same things I wrote down. Except I didn't have any children then. I was married with no children, and then I still feel the same way about the things I wrote then. But God has an impact with me, with my family. Those characteristics you instilled of the importance of family, hard work, the way you sacrificed for me to learn to play the piano when I'm sure you didn't really have the money, but the gift you gave of music to me, the sacrifice so that I could take lessons, that I've passed on to my children. And the importance of making our home a heaven on earth. That legacy's been carried on. My children recognize it, and I hope they will continue that legacy that you've given me. I generally don't share things from my patriarchal blessing, but I want to share something that it says. It says in the great council of heaven, those close to me were given, were especially chosen for me, my parents, my family, and my children. And that my voice was especially sweet, with joy, because of the happy portion that I knew I had been given. In my times that have been hard as a parent, I fought often, and it's helped me through to know. And this is what it's all about. My voice, I'm sure, was happy because I knew each of you, and I knew that you would be with me, and it made me happy because you were such special spirits. You are the greatest blessing in my life. You are what this life is all about. Family. And our Heavenly Father's plan to be together. And I'm so grateful to Heavenly Father for each one of you and the special gifts that you are to me. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for your greatest example. Your example of love. And your example of the importance of each other. I remember asking for something one day, and you said, well, that's what your brothers and sisters are for. And I'm grateful that you sacrificed. I know it wasn't easy to have 6 kids in 8 years. But because of that, we are very close, and we've all shared in the same experiences of life. And I'm grateful for your sacrifice for that. I love you so much. And to our forever family, I'm so grateful. I want to congratulate you on 50 years and the example that you are to me and my family of love for each other. And I'm thankful for the gifts that you've given me. I love you very much.
Thank you.
In 86, child number 8 came along. Child number 7. Even though I got thinking we probably joined the family about the same time, back when Brian would have been a senior, or did you know her before? Senior, so that's about the same time I came into the family, and also been part of the family for 27 years, known the family for 30 years, and known Uncle Brian a little bit longer than that. But it's been a good family. What to say? There's really a whole lot of years there as far as the many years that we've been there. I've been part of this family longer than I was part of my own family, and Michelle's the same with mine. 15 years, Grandpa and I were partners, and it was the best 15 years that I've had. I wouldn't trade any of those years for, not one day of those 15 years for anything. I wouldn't, a lot of things I changed, that would be one of them. I remember when we first started out, there was, we would ask for help from both of our parents on decisions that we should make, and they gave us some of the best advice ever. Do whatever you think is best. This is what we did, this is what we saw. You do what's best for you. And we've done it quite a bit and had a lot of good times together. A lot of fishing we've done. A lot of kicking around. A lot of time spent together visiting, talking, and my wife sometimes didn't like it, but I learned a lot more about her dad what she would, and how he's buffaloed all of you for a lot of years. What you think really isn't your dad. No, it's been a good time, and thanks for letting me be part of this.
I had some good memories of Grandma and Grandma. A lot of good ones. I wrote something down here. This is just a short story. Congratulations, Grandma and Grandma, on your 50th wedding anniversary. I have many memories of living in Washington. Grandpa, many were of being at the shop with you, eating rolls, butter, and helping out. Grandma, I remember going to your house and playing games and swimming in your pool. I loved coming to your house and being there with you and all our family. I love you. I don't cry unless my mom's crying. It's not very often, but congratulations. I love both of you very much. I have a lot of really great memories with Grandma and Grandpa. They've always made me smile when I think about them. I remember when I was little, playing on the little magnet boards upstairs. That was a lot of fun. Learning how to do the hokey pokey with Grandma. Still remember that. Don't remember how to do it a little. I just remember. I remember playing a little rush hour game with little move the pieces around. I remember a lot of the other games that I learned from them. I remember the Grandma's Beach. That was fun. I remember salmon fishing with Grandpa. And for some reason I remember Grandpa taking us to Carl's Jr. Why? I don't know. But I do. I know Grandpa likes it. Just that for some reason. I love going to their house because it was such a warm feeling I get when I go. There's a lot of love there. And I appreciate you for that. It's always fun to go also because it brings our families together, whether it's just within our own family or when we have our family reunions, and it's all of our extended family too. Thanks for being the greatest grandparents. Love you both.
No one's died.
Oh, I know. Okay. Sorry. I just want to congratulate you guys. First of all, this is
big milestone year 2 lives together. I love everybody, I think we all love the memories that we have of you two. You two are so sweet, really. And I don't think you guys realize how special you are to every single one of us and how much of that impact you have in our lives. I'm sorry. I know it's not feeling that. But just through your example of love and compassion for others and all that love that you just showed everyone, everything that you, especially in my mom's life, I know that you've made a big impact in hers too. She tells us stories all the time of stuff growing up and how you guys were the best parents who were a teacher. Hard work and that really is important, and that when you do hard work, there's a lot of love and blessings that come with it. I'm so grateful that you two have taught my mom to have a love for the gospel, because it really does make a difference. And I'm so thankful for all that you guys do for us. Just have that feeling that you guys will always love us no matter what, and that you will always be there for us no matter what. Thank you guys. That you guys have enjoyed. So that I've been practicing for a while, so.
On May 30th, 1969, David Owen was born, and with the baby boy joining the big three, it made the growing family 2 and 2. With that being said, David and Rika Ballard and family prepared a short tribute. I present to you David Owen Ballard and family. One of the things that's so special to me is family reunions. Being far away from family is difficult at times, and most families get together on births or deaths, and I'm just grateful that we get together every 2 years. It means so much to feel love and support, and just a good experience. Mom and Dad, happy anniversary to you. As I reflect my 44 years within your 50 years or more marriage, I appreciate you in so many ways. I love so much about who you are as a mother and as a father. I appreciate the way your love has been demonstrated for years, the years I've been a part of your lives. I look up to each of you, and I'm thankful, and I thank you for being your own person. Mom, I've always appreciated the quiet way about you, and I know and feel your love. But more importantly, I know that I am loved unconditionally. And Dad, I appreciate the way you've always taught me by example. You've taught me so many life skills, and I appreciate the way you love me and your children. Remembering my childhood are my very best memories. One of my favorite things to share with my own children are childhood memories, and many times we just sit and talk about stories and memories. That's one of our favorite things to do. They love the stories and memories, and I share them, and it's very special to me because the love I feel in my heart for my loving and giving parents can't be measured. Thank you for your unconditional love, your support, your sacrifice, so much sacrifice in your lives. Most of all that you do for us, even today. I love you, Dad. I love you, Mom. Congratulations for 50 years. You amaze me.
I just wrote down a small paper I found in the RV, but I guess, Mom and Dad, for all the years that I've been with your family, and I'm so thankful and blessed that you have both in all the families in my life. I can't thank you enough, the both of you. Your kindness and love. You both built a beautiful family, and I love you both.
Thank you.
Grandma and Grandpa Ballard, congratulations on 50 years. I just want to thank you guys for welcoming, I'm not blood, but welcoming me with open arms, loving me no matter what. I looked at every family reunion, even though this is my third one. You take me to another place. You take me away from the weird world that I come from, and make me feel you show the example of love and kindness that I bring upon my friends and family. And I want to thank everybody for welcoming me to the Ballard family. I can't thank you guys enough for what you showed me for the last few years that you've known me. just wanna thank you guys for making me feel that I belong. Never show any kind of, like I wasn't a part of the family. But all in all, congratulations. I'm happy to be here. I look forward to every 2 years. With my busy life, I wish I could have more time coming and visit you guys. Love you.
Grandpa and Grandma, coming to visit you is like visiting a sanctuary where I feel relief from the stresses of everyday life and somewhere to relax and forget my worries and replace those feelings with serenity, peace, tranquility, and last but not least, love. I feel a true sense of welcome, acceptance, and belonging here. Coming to visit you is a blessing that I would not give away for the world. I truly enjoy the reverence that your home has to offer me. Every time that I come to visit, I feel that your maturity, wisdom, and actions not only teach me a lot, but also give me a refresher on what values in life are important to live by. In all my years of life, I've never seen you fight or argue with each other once, but only love one another. I am thankful and blessed to have you two as a support system in my life, and extremely glad that both of you are part of that 6% of couples that make it to their golden anniversary. And I know that you both have many anniversaries to go, but congratulations. I love you both so much. Thank you again.
Man, I got that pre-match feeling going. My heart's beating. I feel like I gotta pee. But Grandma and Grandpa, it's very difficult for me to find the right words to articulate my love and appreciation I have for you. I hold you in a very high spot in my heart and look up to you more than you could ever know. Coming from the home situation I did, it's very refreshing for me to see the love that you have for each other to this day. I thank you deeply for that, because sometimes in this world it's hard for me to even believe in love till I come for a visit and see the way Grandpa looks at his queen even now. You inspire me to be a better person, and your love surrounds me like soft blankets Grandma makes. Your steadfast faith sets such a great example to me. And Grandma, I cherish your kind heart and soft spirit. My dad might not be able to say the same, but I've never seen you upset or heard you raise your voice. Your patience is inspirational, not to mention your homemade jam knocks my socks off. Grandpa, your level head amazes me. Sometimes what stops me from blowing up is you quiet in the corner, crossed arms, just evaluating the situation. I'm so grateful that you were able to baptize me. I hold that close to me forever. It was so special. You are wonderful people, wonderful parents, grandparents, and most recently grandparents. So here's to a wonderful 50 years that has come and gone, and look around you and what's to show for it. Your love has blessed and created so many lives, and we thank you for that. So congratulations. I can only hope for such greatness in my own life.
I'm very nervous. Okay. So Grandma and Grandpa, you two are some of the most amazing people I've ever known. Every time I get to come up here, I'm reminded of what good people truly are. The fact that you guys have made it 50 whole years together through all the ups and downs that comes with living with one another is amazing. Your love is truly inspiring to me. I hope that one day I can share 50 amazing years with someone that I love as much as you guys love each other. Thank you so much for that. And that your 50th year together will be one that you'll never forget. I love you, Grandpa.
Grandma and Grandpa, I love you to pieces. Before we were about to leave to Utah, I was so excited. I was jumping around like a crazy person. I was squealing and stomping, and I was just filled with joy. All of this because I was about to come to my grandparents. I was excited just knowing, oh gosh, can't turn the page, that we were going to have a wonderful time together. I wanted you to know that I'm so glad that you two get along and love each other, because it's incredible what you two have been through together. You each have a wonderful gift for each other, to think that someone will always be there when times are hard and hurtful. This kind of gift for each other, to know that someone loves you as you love them, is incredible. You have a gift and a knowledge that you can live with each other for all eternity. I'm sure that you've gotten into disagreements in these 50 years, but you should be proud of yourselves and realize that the love between each other is so strong. You are very inspiring people, and I hope and wish that someone will love you just as you love each other. You're the kindest people that I've ever met in my entire life. May this family reunion and your 50th anniversary be something that you will always remember. Love you.
On June 24th, 1970, Elizabeth was born. And she was an early present for you, Dad. What a bundle of joy she was, as she was loved by her older siblings. With that being said, Elizabeth and Eric Stevenson and family prepared a tribute for you. I present to you Elizabeth Stevenson and her family. I think you're in that whole bunch of them.
I've got them on here. Mom and Dad, the parents that you are, you bring such joy to my heart. You're such an example for me and my family. Through all the years, what stands out most is that we're a family. As you were looking through these videos up here when they were playing the piano with me, we always did everything together as a family. It didn't matter what it was. Growing up, we did everything as a family. We played together, we worked together, we laughed together, we talked together, and yes, at times we even fought together.
We don't have the same job together.
All the late nights staying up talking and being together, that's what was most important. And yes, the lungs. The lungs. Mom says, you're going to bust a gizzle. All the little quirky things that Mom would say, you're going to get jaragubia. We all say it to our kids. But most important, it's Mom and Dad. They sacrificed a lot for us, and it means a lot to us and our family. We love you. We love you all. And we're grateful that you are our parents. There's not another sad person in this world that I have other than you. All your sacrifice and all your work, hard work, the work that we've done together, it's rubbed off me. And I can't stop doing what I'm doing until the job's finished. And sometimes, can you just put that off, Dr. Brown? No, I gotta finish it. I've gotta get done. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for your support and your love and your example. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you. And another thing is this family together forever. This is the temple Mom and Dad were married and sealed in. And I just put on there together forever. That's what our family's going to be, is together forever. I'll give that to Mom and Dad.
Thank you.
Love you. Love you. You want to say something? I was going to say thank you for all you guys with me. I love you. High five.
Yeah.
I thought of a little poem and I would like to share it. Grandma, I love you because you always loved games. You remember all the names. And Grandpa, I love you because you like to go fishing. And that's why I'm wishing you guys a happy 50th anniversary. I saw Noah's Big 5 in
there was a picture of a fishing boat on it, and it said Grandpa's yacht. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I love Grandpa because you are funny and you make me smile. I love Grandma because you are nice and you build puzzles with me. I love you.
Thank you.
On July 18, 1972, Angela was born and brought to us all a scare. She was so tiny you could hold her in your hand. It took a while for us to be able to bring her home, and we were sure blessed to get through that challenge when she finally made it home. The second tree was complete, and the half dozen that now makes up your posterity was complete. With that being said, Angela and Mike Gamble and family have prepared a short tribute, and I now present to you Angela Gamble and her dad.
Oh, it's not fair to be last because I don't have a pretty pie face. My heart is so full of love. With Mom and Dad, what they've created around. And it's each and every one of you that fuels my heart. I love you all. I think the hardest part about the tribute was getting the things from in here and in here, trying to get them on the paper to come out, because I don't think words do it justice. Words can't express the love and appreciation I have for Mom and Dad. I feel so blessed to live close. My life and the lives of my children are blessed because of the example that Mom and Dad are, and the help that they are and the support. I am the person I am today because of them, because of the standards that they chose to raise a family in. I'm very grateful that they went ahead and had child number 6, because I can't imagine being in any other family. Mom, because of the example of you, all I wanted to be when I grew up was a mom and a homemaker. And I have always felt so proud. You were a great example, and you sacrificed a lot. Popsy, I love you. Thank you for all that you do for me. Popsy's a great fix-it man and a project guy. Mike is a wonderful, wonderful husband, but he doesn't really like projects. But Popsy can come over and see my rusty wheelbarrow, take it home and deliver it back in show condition. Or I can ask him, Dad, I need a pole beat built for my garden, and he builds one that it's never coming out. It's not there. I tried to rotate it this year, and it's there perforated. I'm grateful for the example of hard work. I think a lot of times we think work is not much fun, but when you're doing it as a family, Mom and Dad always found a way to make it fun, and there was always a reward in the end. And I just remember cleaning the church and going into the chapel, and it was a pain to drag the vacuum through the pews, and so Popsy would hide nickels and dimes, and that was the
I think it took a while for me to realize at least that he was actually hiding money. You know, that we would do a good job and we would come out and we'd find the reward. I've learned that it doesn't have to cost a lot of money to have a good time. Just have to have your family around you. I've loved having them close to be able to play cards. Now that our kids are getting a little bit older, we find ourselves home alone, me and Mike, on Friday night, a little bit bored. and we'll look at each other and we'll say, think Mom and Dad want to play? And so we'll pop over and they're always up for fun conversation and a great card game that Mom usually does win. But she plays it off like it's no big deal. And there's always a treat, even if it's Costco toffee with the nuts shut off, Mom. We'd gone over one day, I had gone over one day, and I think it was right before Christmas Eve or the day before, and I knew that they had gone to get some treats. And I'm sure they were probably having them stashed away so that they could have a fun New Year's Eve together and have some treats to pull out. And Popsy comes in with a big container of Costco toffee, and he starts shaking. Would you like some toffee, Ange? And Grandma says, don't shake the nuts off. I'll take it with or without nuts. So that's kind of been a little joke for my kid. We always joke about the nuts being shaken off. I'm very grateful to be raised in a family that the gospel was so important. I know that sacrifice was made for me, especially for this, and I'm so grateful because I know that my life is very different today because of it, and I can't thank you enough. I know that wasn't easy. Mom and Dad, I love you. I'm proud of you. I am who I am today because of you. Happy 50th.
Grandma and Grandpa, I want to congratulate you on 50 years. What a great accomplishment. You have been a great example to me and your whole family, the way you support and love all your family and live the gospel. It has been such a blessing to have you live so close to us. I've really enjoyed letting you both win all those card games. I also want to thank you for always supporting me and your family and all that you do. I hope that someday that I can have the closeness and love with my own family that you have showed me. What a great example you are to all of us. I love you, Mike. Happy 50th. And I was trying to think of I thought of quite a few things, but funny things of Popsy and different things. But the one thing that I can remember is that the first time that I flew out to meet the whole family for Thanksgiving when me and Ann were dating. I'd been there like a day, and I'll never forget. I woke up one morning and Popsy was on his stair climber with his headband on, Neil Diamond blaring. I just get a chuckle every time I think of that. And then later that day, he's reading the Ayakoga classes about this. There's been many times, but I appreciate everything that they do and love the example that they are to us.
I'd just like to thank you guys for all that you've done and all the support that you give me through like sports and everything. And you're just a great example to me, and I love you guys.
Love you. First, I want to let Grandma and Grandpa know how much I love them. They're both such great examples to us too. I'm grateful that I get to live so close. I can visit them. One of my, gosh, I can barely see. One of my favorite things to do with them is play cards. And even if Grandma goes out before you can even count your cards, it's still fun to play. Both Grandma and Grandpa are so loving and willing to do whatever they can to make you feel important to them. And they have
personalities. I always catch myself laughing when I'm with them. I'm grateful for all they do, and I love them so much. Love you.
Grandma and Grandpa, thank you for being such great grandparents. I love going over to your house to play cards and have shakes. I appreciate the great examples you are to me, and I love you so much. Please
Wait a minute, Shakes. Oh.
Well, I think we've cried a tear. They're all tears of joy and happiness, and we all love and appreciate you. If anyone else forgot something, or there's a couple minutes left on Aaron's camera, but we just love and appreciate you. And
love you. Oh,
happy
thank you. Thank you so much.
Maybe we'll give you each a second. You can just
Yeah.
that'd be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Words can't express my love for each one of you. You are all so precious and special to me. You are all we think about. Thank you for your tributes. They were so precious. We're so proud of each one of you. What great, great family. My heart is just so full, it's just running out my eyes. We love you so much. Each one of you. You are so precious. Thank you.
You know, as I think back, we've had some good accomplishments in our life. We moved to Byron, got into a little home, and there wasn't much there. It was close to Christmas time, and it was cold. And if there was anything that we didn't want to freeze, we put it in the refrigerator. That's the joke. Washing machine hose broke, and we come out and there was icicles on the ceiling of the kitchen about 6-8 inches long from where it had sprayed. But you know, there was a lot of love in that home. Still is. As we think back over the years that we lived there, we had the blessing of digging lots of bricks out of the old schoolhouse pile to build the home that we built. And we built one of the most beautiful homes in Byron, Wyoming. Because we were just happy. We always drank out of the same jug of water. It didn't kill us. But we was able to accomplish that great feat. And it was good to build that. We're glad that Brian can live in that same home now. But our greatest accomplishment through this life was you kids and you grandchildren and 2 great-great-grandchildren. And I'm sure there's going to be many more as we go through the next 50 years. Just love you all.
thank you for this opportunity to be here together and have joy and love together. This is what we need to remember. But that's what it's all about, is family and the love that we can share. And I express my love to each one of you. Thank you.
Okay. Get in there.
Just, I'm recording it. So just kind of hold it there and while
Jump right in the middle, Aaron.
Where do I go?
Anywhere you want to go.
It's on record.
Yeah.
Everybody's just sitting there. Everybody's just sitting there. That's where we're going. All right. Disperse. Thank you.